Heathens. So, excuse me. Today's video, I'm going to be doing another Halloween inspired. I don't feel like calling it Halloween inspired because I feel like this could technically be worn any time of the year. It's not like I'm doing jack-o'-lantern like I did a couple years ago. But this is just like a, it's still Halloween inspired. It's a red and black cut crease halo eye, which was also recommended by my friend Nikki and then supported by a few other people who also wanted to see it. So we are starting off completely barefaced. I've washed it, and that's about all I've done. So I'm going to start off by using the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum, translucent and luminous with peach extract and peptide complex. And when I first received this, I think it was in Allure, I did not think that I was going to enjoy it because it's supposed to give you like that glass skin look, which I have oily skin. So I was like, yeah, that's the last thing I need. But I tried it one day, and I've tried it both by itself and under foundation, and I actually like it pretty well. It just kind of gives like a nice glow without looking too dewy or oily or any of that. So we are going to start off with attempting to find the right red. I think I found a palette that I want to use. It's the Revolution X Soph. This is her original palette with them. She has this one and then a extra spice palette. So this is the original. Mine is broken. If you can tell right in here, this does not bend properly with the rest. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. And I'm going to be going in with this shade or a combination of the two. They are Nightmare and Pumpkin respectively. In my opinion, Pumpkin is a little more red than it is orange. So I feel like it would still work for this to kind of lighten up the burntness of Nightmare. So we're going to try. First, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Ride or Die Lip Balm in Tough Cookie and put a little bit of this on my lips, because something about this weather has made my lips so unbelievably dry these past few weeks. Like, it's made it where I haven't even wanted to wear matte lipstick, which is my favorite, because it just emphasizes all the dryness and the cracking. So we're going to take a little bit of lip balm. I like this lip balm a lot. It's like, you feel the moisture, but whereas some lip balms I feel like kind of, which could be a good thing, but they kind of immediately sink in. This one kind of lingers for a little bit longer, which I like because it feels like the moisture is staying, because I can continue to do that and feel it. Anyway, I don't know if that makes any sense. And it smells and tastes like cookies. And then I also have a mint one somewhere. Alright, so I'm going to take a small fluffy brush, and I'm going to take my Quick Color Switch by Lavish and just make sure this is as clean as it can get. I really need to take my whole cup of brushes and clean them, but I haven't had a chance for that yet, so here we are. So I'm going to tap into that, this is going to drive me nuts, that darker shade first, which is Nightmare. And I actually have not used this palette. I've used the Extra Spice one, but this one being broken has always kind of deterred me, because trying to keep it open like this is a pain. And as I said, I'm doing a halo eye, but rather than putting the darker shade on the outside, I'm doing red on the outside, and then I'm going to do the black on the middle. I almost said inner part, and I was like, no. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to see how it works. So I'm just building this up along the outer and inner parts of my eye, the little corners. so that we can kind of see what we are working with. I'm trying to leave the middle part where I know that I'm going to do the black open so that I have less to cover with concealer. I'm going to build it up more to make sure that it's the right kind of depth of red that I'm looking for. And you know, we can always go back in later on as well and deepen it up once we've got the black where we want it. These eyes are definitely not even as far as like the open space in the middle. So we're gonna even them out because I don't want to look at one and try to put the black somewhere and then the other one be so different that they wind up not matching at all. Oh gosh. Okay. Now I'm going to take a little bit of pumpkin on the same brush and tap it on top just to see how orange it makes it or if it just brightens it a little bit. Doesn't do a whole lot of either one. I can see it a little more on this side. Looks like it's just brightening it. So we're going to do that on the other eye. And again, this is just to brighten it a little bit because I want it red, but I want it bright because I want the contrast between it and the black to stand out. Now, my favorite part of any cut crease video, trying to do the cut crease. So we're going to take the same items that I used in my last one, which is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Snow, and my trusty little cut crease brush. And I'm going to try to make them as even as I can. And we're going to just, okay, so I want it right to the side. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm covering you up. Someone's like really slowly driving by my house. It's kind of sketchy. All right, and that's where we're going to take it, is up to the top, right there. And I have a different palette that I want to use for the black, which you'll see in just a second. So as you see, it's a little off to the side if I'm looking forward of where my pupil and iris are. So that's kind of the theme that we're going to keep going onto the other eye. And, okay, to the left. Okay, this one is going to need some more red for sure, because I did not bring it in far enough on my inner corner for where I was going to be putting this to make them even. That one's coming in a little more. So we're just going to widen the base of this one just a bit. They're sisters, not twins, but that's okay. So we're going to close this palette for just a minute and move on to the ColourPop and Disney Villains Misunderstood palette, because it has this gorgeous sparkly black called Revenge that I really want to use. And if I have to dip into the Matte Black 101, I will, but I'm going to try to just use Revenge because I want the middle to sparkle. So it's this gorgeous, like I said, shimmery black. That palette does not have a mirror in it, so we're going to pick this one back up. And I'm trying to tap and not blend so as to not pull any up off of the eye. and so as to not get concealer on my finger as much as I can help it. And gently tap over the sides to kind of blend it out some. Oh, I'm sorry if you just heard my laptop roar. Finally got my light set up back, if you can't tell. And my laptop is not happy about it because my light, the big one over here, actually plugs in with a USB. And so my laptop thinks that I'm trying to kill it by plugging it in. For some reason, the concealer on this side is a little stickier still. So this is going to take a bit more building because I can tell that I'm getting concealer on my finger, which is causing the shadow to not stick quite as well as I want. And I wanted to do this look without any glitter because I feel like I've been using a lot of glitter recently. And while I have been in real life too, I know that everyone is not going to have those palettes or those glitters, and it's going to be a lot easier to find shades similar to these if you wanted to try to do this look as well. I'm just going back over each one, build up as much as I can. And tap over the edges on this one. Okay, so now that my finger is still sufficiently covered in black eyeshadow, we are going to take a makeup wipe and try to remove that. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. I'm going to add a little extra makeup remover to this wipe to kind of get it like wet again. And use that. There we go. So now that my finger is all clean and I'm not scared to touch anything, we're going to tap back into the Revolution X Soph palette and go in with that original shade Nightmare. And again, we're just going to build up a little bit more color on this outer edge. Oh, and this outer edge, on the outer edges. This makes me wish I had somewhere to go. I'm really pleased with this look. Instead, I'm about to go sit on the couch and play Call of Duty. Anyone else obsessed with Warzone? Because I am. Alright, now, I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. I think I'm going to take, which one? That's a lip liner. I'm trying to find a black, ooh, goodness, I'm sorry. Yeah, this will work. This is the Hollywood and Vine Velvety Touch Smooth eyeliner. I'm going to put a little of this on the lower lash line because we want the lower lash line defined. And then we're going to go in with the red across the lower lashes. I guarantee whenever I wash this off tonight, my eyelids are going to be stained. And I'm going to have to use a really dark color tomorrow for work to cover it. Alright, I'm going to clean this brush real quick. This is just one of my BS Mole brushes. I think, no, this is an MOTD pigment packer. We're going to be packing pigment, but not in the way I think this is intended. So we're going to take that dark shade Nightmare first and put that along the outer edge of the lower lash line. And it's picking up some of that eyeliner and like smudging it around, which is fine, but just something to keep in mind. Alright, and then same thing on the other eye. Ooh, you know what I haven't thought about for this look? What highlighter am I gonna use? I don't know. I wish y'all could give me input. We'll figure it out. I'll just use one of the ones in front of me. Alright, now I'm going to tap into Pumpkin with the same brush for the inner half of the lower lash line. As you can see, it's just the slightest bit lighter, brighter, whichever word you want to use, comparatively. I don't feel like this color of shadow flatters me the best, but that's okay. You gotta play around to know. Alright, now for the inner corner, I think I'm gonna go in with, what's the name of this shade? Festive Flame, which is a like reddish shimmer. I mean, that's nice. It's not like overly bright, but it brings a little attention to that inner corner. Ooh, that's nice. Alright, now for highlight. Let's just go, keep as a theme, we're going to do the Soph X Revolution highlighter palette. And these do not have names. I gotta put this back in that. So, I'm just going to point out which one I'm using. Alright, this is what the palette looks like if you have not seen it. And I'm going to go in, I think with the gold to kind of balance what's going on. Then I'm actually going to take one of these over the inner corner. I know I said I didn't want it too bright, but, you know. I used to hate inner corners. Like, I never did it. And now I'm a sucker for a good inner corner highlight or just color. Sometimes I do looks and the inner corner is not shimmery. It's just a different color. And I love that. These are so pigmented. It does leave a bit of a cast. I don't know if you can tell because it's a little too deep for me, this shade. But that's okay. I'm not going anywhere. And y'all don't care. Alright, I'm going to tap in with my finger to this like super deep highlighter. And tap that over the inner corners just a little bit. Doop. You see what I mean? Because it has very similar undertones to the shade that I was already using. So it didn't distract from that at all. And now we're going to put on some mascara. I'm going to be using the Wonder Beauty Unlashed. One of my favorites ever. I'm so glad that I got a new tube. And when this one runs out, I'm just going to have to buy another. So we're going up. And I cannot talk while I do this. So you're just going to have to watch me awkwardly sit here with my mouth open. I'm sorry if you hear my throat making all kinds of noises. That's been happening with my breathing issues recently. Oh my god. See, it sounds like I'm trying to burp and I'm not. Look at these lashes. Like I said, I have no idea why this mascara is not more hyped up. Because it is so, so nice. I think people are just on the hate Wander Beauty train for some reason. And y'all need to come up off of that. Because this is amazing. And it's a price tag that usually I'm like, that's a little much. But it's so nice and so natural that I can use it for every day. And the tube lasts me so long that I feel like it's completely justified in the price. Ooh, shoot. Thought I got mascara on my hand. Alright. And then last but not least, of course, something on the lips and a little bit of setting spray. Trying to decide which one I want to use. I think I'm going to try this one. Not that I'm going anywhere, but this is the Goldfaden Mist RX Daily Nutrient Facial Mist. So, it's definitely slightly more aggressive spray, but it made the highlight extra glowy. That was a good choice. All right, lips. What am I using for lips? Let's go for, I know it's on my desk somewhere, and I literally just cleaned my desk. So if you saw my desk, you'd be like, why are you having a hard time finding it? But it's because I can't see. This is an Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Starfish. Figured since it's nude, it might go a little better. I got it for $6.99 at Marshall's. This formula is so nice. I think I need to wipe off the balm a little bit so that this has a chance to dry down. It's usually a little lighter than I'd go for, but we're going to give it a go because this makes it look much darker. Just saying. But that's okay. We'll see what it looks like. If we have to change it up, so be it. I'm hoping it looks more like the Smashbox Slay Tan, I think is the name of it. Oh, I don't think I like this. Whatever. Yeah, it kind of just makes my lips vanish. So, we're going to go over it because this is not what I was going for. Let's see. All three of these are nice little, yeah. Why is the mailman driving past? This is Lime Crime in the shade Gigi, which is like a nice grayish. We're just going to put this over top. This is another matte liquid lip formula that I love. I wish they weren't minis. But alright. This is the red and black Halloween inspired look, complete with a bat shirt made from a pair of leggings. That's why it's long sleeves. So let me know your thoughts down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to see more of my content. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!